Okay, Gemini, you've pulled some big cards. So, three major arcana cards, one ace, and three court cards, sword, wand, and a cup. So I think when you get the court cards, when they turn up into your readings, one of the first inference is that it suggests that people play a part in the month. So this isn't just a personal month about you. There will be a lot of interaction with other people, and most likely, given the position they're falling in relationship sectors and in different areas of your life as well. Let's move to that first card on the top left, the Emperor card. Now, here's your work and prospects zone, and I think Aries may have had, or someone else may have had this in their first card in that zone as well. The Emperor stands for Aries energy, and we are moving into the Aries birth date right now. Well, in fact, we are in it. So this card could be telling you about events or circumstances that are occurring right now in time for you at work. So there could be something significant happening. The Emperor is also known to be, often he's depicted as an older person. So an older man who's quite authoritative. Whoops, a daisy. Authoritative and determined, just like that young cat was that sped across the table, upsetting our cards. He's full of knowledge, power, determination, follows the rules, so he can be like a leader or a boss or someone who is an advisory position or a mentor. When he turns up, it's usually to say things will be done my way and they will be done in the correct way and we will follow the rules and this is the establishment. So we get a bit of that feeling around your work environment. So if any of you are working for big corporations, the Emperor really fits that bill. It would tell you to be fastidious and perfunctory at this time, so not to do anything haphazard or lazily, or turn up to work late, or not turn in projects on time, or to not do them properly. He crosses all his T's and he checks behind hidden doors to find out what's not working and who shouldn't be around. If this is you, it could be yourself as a owner of a business, and you might be wanting to emulate this feeling, and you might be wanting to bring some of your employees or cohorts into line and get them to perform again, because it feels as though there needs to be structure and boundaries set in place, or there is a great deal of that and there is no way of breaking it at the moment. Very much the timing is right now. So as I say, there could be something significant coming your way. You might be brought in to speak with this person at one level or another. He might be recommending you for like a promotion, or he might be a person who interviews you too for a job position. So see how that feels with any of you. The next card out is your home and needs card, and that's number 2 in the second position, quite synchronistic there. The High Priestess. Again, she's a major arcana card. She has quite a lot of influence and power behind her, not so much at the physical end, the way her neighbour there, the Emperor, does, but hers is more esoteric and spiritual and of the mind, body and soul. So she often indicates a period of time where you connect with your innate needs. Now, if this is around the home, you might be feeling very attached to your home or spiritually addressing it. Some of you might be bringing in a more spiritual presence or flow to your home. Some of your homes might need clearance, like clearing out negative energies. This is a hard thing to say, but and some people don't understand this fully yet or aren't aware of it, but every home you might move into that's not brand new, and even then, a brand new home had land before it and people or certain events may have happened on the land. But when you move into a new home, there has often been energies before you that may need to be cleared for various reasons. There could have been negative energies or fights or There could just have been issues with the house, like it needs venting or airing. So there's a feeling about that when the spiritual card comes to the home area. If any of you do want to clear your home or raise the vibrations, there's many ways to do this, and some of the easiest are to use the likes of this, which is a Tibetan bowl, or anything that creates a noise frequency that raises the level of the normal frequency within a room that's been dreary or had some negative emotions. That's one way. You can sage a room as well. You can put intent in it. You can open windows and let fresh air through. But that's just one perspective of the possible meanings for that card. Others are... the card is actually quite sexually oriented as well. So even though this is falling in the home and needs, desire, there might be some of you who feel the need for either more intimacy with a partner or wanting romance or intimate moments with a new person. Or some of you may even be thinking of planning a pregnancy, and you might be monitoring that. This card shows a great deal of fertility, so pregnancy could be in the cards if that's what you're looking for. Pardon the pun. We also look at the moon at the bottom of her feet, and we note that the moon in April will have very significant cycles for this particular part of your reading, which is to do with your home zone. Bearing in mind, of course, that Easter is in April, which is all about the moon. It's a moon celebration event. It's a celestial event. So the moon already is tied into what I mentioned earlier, these great spiritual energies that are coming. So some of you could have really profound months where you make these amazing connections that will give you enlightenment, warmth, encouragement, just really boost you up and your home zone and the people who live in your home. That's another message. If there's anyone in your home environment, whether you're flatting or living in an extended family or on your own, but if there's anyone that needs to be bolstered up as well and needs some sort of emotional boost, this is also the type of energy that can come from this card. And again, there are many ways of undertaking those type of energies as well. Hello, darling. Now we move to the third card there, which is luck and desires. And as luck would have it, you guys, Gemini, have the Ace of Swords in your position. So any ace is always considered very lucky and new beginnings. And so it couldn't have been really a better card for the luck to come. However, the Ace of Swords often means that a success has been won, but at the cost of something else. So this can literally turn up when there are separations around, or when there's a divorce, or when partnerships are dissolving. Now this can also be business partnerships that dissolve. So some of you may have been moving through negotiations or litigations up to this point, and then in April there might appear to be a successful period in time where there is success coming your way. So some sort of ending will have occurred for this new beginning to start. And on this new beginning, you have the fresh doors and awareness to enable yourself to walk forward. And because it's in the luck and desires house, this could be any area that you're letting go of something that has been irksome and you've been working on in the past, and you are now going to get more luck and more desire around it. So again, it's a good card to fall in that particular position. So we come to the fourth card and we see friends and support. And we see the Knight of Swords here, brandishing his way in. He's storming into that reading, with his sword charged up in the air, and all hell and brimfire are breaking loose. When the Knight of Swords turns up, he is telling you to get off your jacksie and get into action and do something different. He initiates change, he stirs things up, he uses words, he can sometimes incite arguments, but he usually gets your mind going. So something about your friends and the support around you at this time is giving you a nudge of some sort. They're telling you to bolster yourself up or do something different or do something active. This could even be just like action adventure. You could have a whole bunch of friends who are eagerly saying, come on, let's go mountain hiking, or let's go on dirt bike riding, or go, I don't know, anything that's exciting, swimming across a channel somewhere or across a lake, or bear hunting. Anything like that. That's what the Knight of Swords could literally initiate, something that you have least expected and is quite full on and quite quick, So we come down to our fifth card here and we see love and sex zone. I don't mean that, necessarily in a rude manner, but the Queen of Cups is a wonderful one to have turn up for this. She, not dislike the High Priestess above her, is very much a symbol of fertility. She holds that cup in her hand, and that is quite often perceived to be like a chaste symbol of a womb and a fertile womb. Now, Geminis, you actually have 3 cards of fertility in your reading. There's this one, and this one. So for some of you, conception, as I mentioned, could be quite a big thing. And for others, think of fertility as fertility of what it is you desire in life. And allow this moment in time, this really strong month of April, to provide these fertile ideas and energies and bring them in around you. The Queen of Cups is a beautiful card and energy, as I say, in that love sector. She oozes love. She is the reciprocal, or she is the receptacle of love. Oh my God, I just can't get out the word that I want to say, and I'm sure all of you know what it is. Anyhow, she is the receiver of love. She is the giver of love. She nurtures love. She can often be a water sign woman that could be in your life at this time, who could be giving you this love. So some of you might meet her as a new potential romantic partner. Some of you might come across her as a great, deep and dear close friend. It's not always just romantic love, remember that. It could even be someone in your family who you are just really connected with at this point in time, and you are both sharing the special energies of warm love, light and connection. But it couldn't have been a nicer card in many ways for that. So possible romance, possible fertility and conception of pregnancies, love within friends and friendships, warmth, supporting and nurturing. So really nice energy there. The next one is plans and goals, and we see the Queen of Wands. Now, she is often depicted as a fire sign woman, and quite often is a female, and quite often an older lady. So this woman could be playing a part in your plans and goals one way or another. She might be someone that you are either with in terms of relationships, whether that be personal or even work or business related. She could even be something as simple as the person who's helping design something for you in the future, whether it be designing plans for something like a house or building or architecture or a trip. She could be your go-to person. She could also even be like a lawyer that you are needing to have mediation with or talks with, who's helping plan your goals and things for the future. Decisions regards businesses, or even personal decisions regards wills and the setting up of trusts and things like that. So she is a very creative person, and she can give ideas as well. So she's a good person to go to if you are a bit stuck, and she can help perhaps align you to where your goals, plans and future orientation is headed. So, and again, another nice card to have in the reading. She could well be someone you already know. That's my feeling. It's not someone new. Excuse me. I feel she's probably already known to you one way or another. And I get the feeling it's not quite so much as a friendship, but more on a slightly more, maybe business oriented. And I don't mean that it's necessarily business, but it's a more formal arrangement perhaps. And she definitely is helping some of you with these goals. when we talk about plans and goals, there could be more of a lenient perspective in that as well. So it could also be yourself allowing for some creative urges and plans to be put forward, and you are aligning yourself with that. Let's look at this overall card, the star over here. It's such a beautiful card, and when it turns up in a reading, and especially in that position, the overall energy, that star card is revered as one of the most powerfully positive ones in the deck. So when it turns up, it exudes out harmony energy to all other cards. Not that you have any negative cards in your reading anyhow, but the star amplifies positivity and decreases negativity. So for you guys, it feels as though your month is almost aligned to the planets or aligned to the stars. And I think we do have some really high celestial alignments in April, and we have talked about the fact that it is Easter. So we've mentioned that there is this really spiritual connection, which we've seen with her up here as well. So you have this potential energy to connect at a very deep level, and also with any of your own spirit guides, angelic vibrations, helpers around. They could be felt very strongly in the month of April. So they may lead some of you into positions where you find wonderful synchronistic events occurring and synchronistic energies which are positive, and you will understand them and get to feel more of a flow of the universe's energy with them. The star also talks to us a little bit about the need to balance things, just like this kitten needs to. Hey Enzo, hey darling. You need to balance the physical body as well. She is pouring water into a pond and water on the grass. There's often a message in here about hydration and keeping your body well hydrated, and also spending time near periods of water or bodies of water. So some of you may be either going on a holiday in a place like that where there's water involved, or some of you may be needing to spend time beside water to get clarification or more flow of something. That's another possible meaning for that card. Again, she does talk of fertility as well and sexual freedom. So any of those particular points that have been raised with that card could well be indicative of the energy that's coming your way for April. So now that Enzo has managed to distribute the cards in his own merry haphazard pattern, let's put these ones away and see what your last card is going to be. That's a biggie. Your work focus is shifting in a positive, new and successful direction. So we talked about that a little bit when we saw the Emperor in, and he did seem so determined and sort of like, and it's happening right now. And I said that around your work, that there was this feeling of stuff going on right this moment in time. So some of you must have on your mind that you are making a change, and whether or not it's with the same company or it's going to be self-employed or a total different direction, there is definitely messages here for you about career change. So possibly some of you have not been that happy in the current career you're in, or the company that you're being employed by, and possibly because of someone like the Emperor, making too many rules and regulations. But whatever the cause or case, the chance of a new career bodes really well for you guys to look into during April.